Hi guys, this is GTM server, and in this video I want to show you how to use our data tag and data client to send data from web Google Tag Manager to the server Google Tag Manager container. So let's get started. The first step would be to download data client and data tag templates from the GitHub. The first thing that you will need to do is click on this green button and download the zip file. So here I've downloaded the data client. So I will go to the server container, click on the templates tab, click new, then here's 3 dots, import, and I will check my downloads. And I will upload this template. Unfortunately, data client and data tag templates are not in the community library yet, but we hope that Google will add it soon. Okay, so I added a data client template to the server container, and now what I will do, I will click on the Clients tab and add data client. And then I will click Save. To set up a data tag, you first need to download it from the GitHub as well and upload it as a template to the web container. I already have a data tag template here, but the process of adding it is the same as data client. Just click import and then save this template. Okay, let's go to the tags tab inside the web container. First of all, I want to send a page view event to the server container. Here I will add a tag type data tag. You can select a standard event here, or you can add a custom event. I will use a standard page view. Then I will add my server URL. And here you will need to add a preview header. How to find the preview header? You need to go to the server container and click preview. Then click on these 3 dots and click send request manually, copy this header and paste it here. You can add it as a value or use a variable. I use a variable because for me it's easier to manage everything inside the variables. I will find my variable here. Then you can enable these 2 options, send all from dataLayer and send common data. What these options do is that they send all common information, for example, product information, user information from web to server container that data tag and data client can find inside the dataLayer or inside your Google Web Tag Manager. Here you have an options to add event data, user data. I won't add anything, and I will add a trigger, this textual trigger on all page views. I will click Save. One thing that I forgot to explain is why you need this preview header. With the help of this preview header, you can see data tag information inside the server container. So, for example, if you go to the preview mode of the web and server containers and don't see data tag information inside the server container, you need to check that the preview header is correct, because it updates from time to time. So for example, if you're working inside the tag manager today, the preview header can be different tomorrow. So just if you don't see any requests inside the server container, just try to check that the preview header is correct. Okay, let me open the preview mode, and we will check if page view event works correctly. I will click preview the web container and server container. Okay, so I enabled the preview mode of web and server container, but I don't see data tag inside the server container. This is one of the most popular problems. What you should do is you need to publish server container, because the first time when you add the data client inside the server container, you need to publish the container, otherwise you won't be able to see the requests in the preview mode. So just click submit and publish your server container. Okay, so it's published. Let me open preview mode for web and server again. Okay, let's check. So we can see the data tag triggered inside the web container. Let's go to the server container. The server container, we also don't see data tag requests at the moment, and most likely it happened because we published server container. So we need to update a preview header again. So I will copy this preview header. We'll go to the web container. And I will change this number here. I will click save and open the preview mode again, and I hope that this time everything will work. Basically, these two errors, wrong preview header and not published data client, are the most popular, so it's good that it occurred on the video that I recorded, so everyone can see how to resolve it. Yeah, so now you can see that after we published the data client and updated preview header, we can see data request here. So we sent a page view event from the web container, and we can see it inside the server container. You can go to event data here. Our data tag try to send as many information as it can find inside your data layer to the server container. So check the request data, and you will see all possible information from the site inside the server container. Okay, now let's move to setting up other events, some e-commerce events. We're using data tag and data client. But first of all, let me tell you some benefits of using data tag, data client. So for now, there are two ways of sending data from web to server. The first way is using Google Analytics 4, and the second way is using data tag and data client. I already have a video on how to send Google Analytics 4, how to use Google Analytics 4 to send data from web to server. But what are the main benefits of using data tag and data client? The first one, and this is the most important for me, is data tag and client. It can work with array of data. So on the next step, I will show you how to send the checkout information from web to server. And for example, if a user added multiple products to the checkout, and you want to send all these products from web to server, you can't send an array of data using Google Analytics 4. But you can use data tag to do that, because data tag works with arrays. The second benefit of using data tag is that it tries to parse your data layer and send all information that it can find inside the data layer to the server container. So some variables and information you don't need to collect manually, it will be done automatically. The third benefit is that we are adding some options of modifying data inside the data tag. For example, we have a MailChimp tag, and to set up MailChimp inside the server container, you need to send a hashed user email. And you can hash email to MD5 using data tag. So this is the third benefit. And the fourth benefit is if you are using our Facebook tag inside the server container for setting up Facebook conversion API, and you combine it with the data tag and data client, then Facebook tag will take data from the data tag, and you won't need to add product or user information manually. Okay, so this is I guess it was 4 main benefits of using data tag. Let me show you how to set up data tag for the checkout event. Okay, I'm inside the web container. I will create a new tag. I will call it data tag. And data tag. I will select the standard event begin checkout, add my server URL, preview header. Here inside the event data, I will add the product data. I will show you how data tag works with the arrays. So for example, I will add multiple products to the checkout. And I will send an array of product names. So here you can see that there is an option to change the data. You can send it to lowercase, stream, or hash to MD5. What else we want to send? Let me show you how to send all information about all products to the server container. Here you can add user data as well. So for example, you can select the standard information. I have email, yeah, so this is the email. Then I will add a first name and the last name. Here I will select a trigger for this event. It will trigger on the custom event begin checkout. Then I will click save. Okay, so I made a mistake. Okay, so I need to select last name here. I will refresh the preview mode. I refresh preview modes of both web and server. I don't know why. So yeah, this is my site. I already added 3 products to the checkout. I will click initiate checkout and let's see what we have. So inside the web container, we have this custom event begin checkout and data tag triggered on this event. And you can see that it sent this user data and this custom data about the products that I added to cart. Let's go to the server container, and inside the server container you will see that we have a begin checkout event as well. Let's go to event data. Yeah, so and basically this is what we have. We have all information about product, and this is the array of product names. And also we have here request data and all other information. Let me show you how to use data tag to set up Facebook conversion API. I will set up a begin checkout event. To do that, I will go to the server container, click new tag. I will name it initiate checkout. I will use our Facebook tag. Click override, then I will select a standard event name, initiate checkout. Then I will select here Facebook access token, Facebook pixel, and I will add a test ID here. Then I will click here custom data, and we will need to add content content name. Content name, and I will select a variable, but I don't have this variable, so I need to create it first. Let's go here. Yeah, so it's product name. Inside the variables, I don't have a variable with the product names, so I will create it. Let me click new variable, product's name, and it should be the event data and the path product's name. Let me verify it once again. Yeah, it's called product name. I will click save. And this variable added here. I will select a trigger. And I will need to create a new trigger, so let's check event name again. So event name should be begin checkout. I will click here some events. Event name equals begin checkout. And I will click save. Now let's preview these changes and preview web container. Okay, both web and server preview worked. Let me go to the checkout. Let's open the preview mode. Yeah, so initiate checkout event triggered here. Inside the server container, I can also see that begin checkout triggered, and this is the product names that were sent to Facebook. So if I have a Facebook Events Manager here as well, let me show you. So this is the initiate checkout event that we recently sent, and this is the content name parameters that we sent as an array of data from web to server container. So that's it. I hope that this video helped to set up data tag and data client and help you to send data from the web tag manager to server container. If you have any questions, just ask them in the comments, and yeah, have a good day. Goodbye.